What's up, Jared over here. Today we have my predictions for this week's Saturday night's main event. It happens only 4 times a year. It is the first Saturday night's main event of 2025. Actually, no, it's the second one because there was one already in January. So this is the second one of the year. There's 2 more for 2025, and we got some banger matches. This card is stacked, but in my opinion, there's not much hype for the show. That's just my personal opinion. But let's get into my predictions for the matches. Starting off for the World Heavyweight Championship, Jey Uso is defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. Whoever wins this match faces Gunther in June, the Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank. So we all know here, Logan Paul is not winning this. If Logan Paul wins this, Triple H is crazy, bro. Like, nobody wants to see Logan Paul as a champion, and he's not on TV enough to be a champion, like be a world champion. Like, as much as I'm not a huge fan of Jey Uso being a singles champion, especially a world champion. I definitely don't want to see Logan Paul champion, and I just don't see it happening. Especially with I don't see Logan Paul versus Gunther for the world title, and also I don't think Gunther's gonna win the world title if he faces either one of these. I think actually that match. So I think my prediction is here: Jey Uso wins. Logan Paul's gonna try to cheat. He'll probably have one of his prime guys or something like that. But Jey Uso's ended up pulling it off, winning. Maybe his Jimmy Uso come out there and save him from whoever Logan Paul has out there with him. But I think Jey Uso wins. He faces Gunther on that Monday Night Raw, and since it's the Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank, I think the Money in the Bank winner cashes in, which I think it's either going to be Seth Rollins or Braun Breaker, either one, because they're both on the Monday Night Raw brand, and they're really pushing that new group of Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Paul Heyman. So I think it most likely will be Seth Rollins, but you never know. It might be Braun Breaker that wins the Money in the Bank. I think it's one of those two, and they're going to cash in on Jey Uso, and that's how Jey Uso loses. So you don't get Gunther pinned, and then also you don't have Jey Uso lose fairly. He kind of gets screwed over, because I'm like, this world title run's boring, and I just think they were already moving on from it. It was just a quick thing. But for Saturday night's main event, my prediction is Jey Uso beats Logan Paul. Then we have, finally, please end this feud. It's been a decent feud. They had a really good match at WrestleMania 41, and one of the better matches at WrestleMania 41, because WrestleMania 41 was pretty mid in general. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a steel cage match, because their match at WrestleMania is really good. I'm excited for this, but honestly, this feud's just they've been dragging it out way too long. It's been going since WrestleMania 40, really. It's been on and off since then. It's just come on, move on. Have Drew McIntyre do something different. As much as I want Drew McIntyre to win this, since he already beat Damian Priest at WrestleMania 41, I think Damian Priest is going to win this, but I'd love to see Drew McIntyre win it and make him look dominant and have him go move on from Damian Priest, because I don't like Damian Priest, really. I just find his character boring. But honestly, I think they're going to have Damian Priest win. So my prediction is Damian Priest wins, but truly, I want Drew McIntyre to win. I'd be very excited for me to be wrong, because I'd love to see Drew McIntyre win in the steel cage match. I still think this match is going to be a banger, though. And also, I didn't really say, I think Logan Paul and Jey Uso will actually be a decent match. Logan Paul's actually, it'll be interesting, because Jey Uso is not that great of a wrestler, and he usually gets carried by other people, and Logan Paul's pretty decent, so it could be interesting how this goes. It's either going to be really bad or really good. This match should be good. I'm assuming they're going to beat the holy hell out of each other in the steel cage, but I think Damian Priest wins. Then we have a match that I'm most excited for, the tag match, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, with Paul Heyman in their corner against CM Punk and Sami Zayn. This, in my opinion, is the only thing right now that is entertaining for WWE that outside, after WrestleMania 41. The John Cena stuff has been boring. John Cena versus Randy Orton was cool, but the build was boring. And John Cena hasn't been on TV since, and now he's fighting RTruth, which we'll go over that in a little bit. The John Cena Farewell Tour, I was loving, and now it's kind of getting stale. Because honestly, this heel John Cena is not great. But besides that, this build, I love the Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman group. This is I really, really like this a lot. And I think this is a must-win for Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, because they've been losing and stuff on Raw, getting beat up. They're just running away. They got to get a win, because they're supposed to be this new dominant group. So they got to beat CM Punk and Sami Zayn. So I think Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker win. And then Seth Rollins gets in the Money in the Bank ladder match, or Braun Breaker, one of them, because the qualifying matches are coming up. There's no way CM Punk and Sami Zayn wins this. They do not need it, not at all. And definitely Sami Zayn's probably going to eat the pin. It's probably Braun Breaker's going to spear the holy hell out of him or something. But my prediction is Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker win, because it's a must-win for them. I mean, truly, CM Punk and Sami Zayn don't need it, and they need to start pushing this group, because they're trying to make this group be dominant and run Monday Night Raw. this is a must win for them, and it would be a really nice push. You beat CM Punk and you beat Sami Zayn, 2 big stars. It's gonna be a nice push for them, and hopefully Seth Rollins winning the world title later down the road. All right, the main event, a goofy match. It's just because people always, it's because people love RTruth. I do like RTruth, but it's like, seriously, you're wasting one of John Cena's farewell tour matches because there's not too many that he has on RTruth. I know, and also it's not even for the title. Like I know it's not like a big pay-per-view or anything. It's Saturday night's main event, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this match. I have nothing against RTruth at all. It's just, I know he's always said, oh, he's my childhood hero, even though he's older than him. I've always found that kind of goofy, and I feel like it's a waste. This could have been a match on SmackDown or Raw instead of a Saturday night's main event. I feel like Saturday night's main event is definitely a bigger overall thing than a SmackDown. It's kind of like a mini pay-per-view. But I feel like this is a waste of a John Cena's pay-per-view / Saturday night's main event match. This should be an absolute squash. If this goes longer than 10 minutes, it shouldn't even be 10 minutes. It should be like 5 to 8 minutes. If this goes longer than 10 minutes, it's just a waste of time. I love John Cena, one of my favorites of all time, but this, in my opinion, they are wasting John Cena's one of his Saturday night's main event matches, because I feel like you can see there's 2 more the rest of this year, so he has 2 more Saturday night's main events. Like, well, I like RTruth, man, but I think it's a waste. Obviously, John Cena wins this, though. There's no way, even though it's not for the title, technically RTruth, or maybe RTruth could roll him up if John Cena's distracted by like a returning Cody Rhodes or like Randy Orton, because Randy Orton got screwed by RTruth. Honestly, it could be Randy Orton screws over RTruth in this match because RTruth screwed Randy Orton out of the championship. Then I'd actually like this match if they would do that, like have Randy Orton come out, RKO RTruth, and then you set up a second match of John Cena versus Randy Orton because Randy Orton got screwed over because RTruth came out to save John Cena. I don't know. Right now, I feel like they need to save this by having a good story going out of it, not having, like, because obviously you got RTruth and John Cena, like, they're not going to put on a master match. I feel like after the match is where they could save this by having a returning Cody Rhodes or setting up a next match for John Cena at Money in the Bank. I hope to God nothing with Travis Scott happens the rest of the year. I've seen reports and stuff that Travis Scott could be coming back for John Cena. Keep Travis Scott so far with John Cena. This retirement tour is supposed to be about John Cena, not stupid TKO sponsorships and Travis Scott. Like, come on, man. We want John Cena. Like, we want the real John Cena, not this stupid shit. But overall, I'm not like mad about this match, but it's just kind of disappointing. I feel like we could have had a better match for John Cena. But overall, this show is stacked with matches. I feel like there's been no build for this. There's been like no hype. The only thing I feel like there's been a build for is the Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Sami Zayn thing. If the John Cena RTruth thing, John Cena attitude adjustment RTruth at a press conference, then John Cena hasn't been on TV since Jey Uso versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul called him out a couple weeks ago, and then we had Backlash, and then he showed up again this past Monday Night Raw and punched Jey Uso, and then like now we're having their match. Like, I feel like there's been no build for that. And then Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, there's been kind of a build, but I'm like, I feel like it's been kind of like quiet since WrestleMania 41. So overall, in my opinion, this build for this Saturday night's main event has been kind of mid. I feel like that's been a pattern recently this year with WWE pay-per-views, like, and stuff. Like, Royal Rumble had some hype, Elimination Chamber had some hype, WrestleMania 41 wasn't nearly as hyped up as WrestleMania 40. Backlash, there was like no build for it. Now Saturday night's main event, no build. I'm like, Money in the Bank, I'm like, it's in 2 weeks, and there's not we don't know a singles men's wrestler in the Money in the Bank yet. We do know 3 of the women's, but I feel like there's no build or hype for that either. So like, I feel like they got to start amping it up, because right now it's starting to, like, it's honestly, it's tough to watch a full 2.5 hour, 3 hour Raw right now. It's kind of boring. Same thing with SmackDown. Like, they gotta amp it up, because like the only thing in my opinion that's keeping me wanting to watch Raw every week is the Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker storyline. Everything else I really don't care about. SmackDown I watch every once in a while, if I can. But honestly, yeah, right now in my opinion, WWE is kind of stale right now. That's just my personal opinion. Drop down in the comments below what you think. If you're loving it, good for you. I just find it's starting to get a little stale. They gotta amp it up, because especially John Cena, man, it's his farewell tour, man. We gotta doing more than freaking RTruth. But it was kind of my rant and also my predictions. Sorry about that. But some predictions: Jey Uso beats Logan Paul. Damian Priest defeats Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins Brown Breaker win, and then John Cena squashes RTruth. This is Jared W. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will be doing a setup of Saturday night's main event. That'll be coming out Sunday, and I'll see you guys in the next one.